Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eddie Law. This is the Morning Toke. It is 5th of September 5th. 4:56 Arizona time. 4:56 Arizona time. So it's a nice 5 a.m. wake up call for y'all. Actually, you don't even get this at 5 a.m. You'll get this like at fucking 11 o'clock my time. Usually, because that's the time I get to upload it. If I upload it earlier, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. But usually it's like around lunchtime for me that I get a chance to upload these videos. Anyway, again, the Morning Toke is about whatever goes on. I'm in my head in the morning as soon as I wake up. And of course, who isn't talking about this new Nike ad campaign with Colin Kaepernick, right? It's like something about basically the whole thing is emphasizing sometimes something you believe in is worth sacrificing everything. And of course, you're gonna have I'm not gonna call them negative Nancy. They're legit opinions. A lot of people are pissed about it, right? So what was my first takeaway when I first saw it? First, I was just like, oh shit, Colin's been getting paid. No wonder it's not hurt to be an NFL quarterback. He's like, yeah, cool, man. Nike's giving me money. I'm good. Second was just like, oh shit, everyone's gonna be so pissed about this. Not everyone, but a lot of people are gonna be very upset about it. If you don't know you have to live under another planet in order to not know. Colin Kaepernick started taking a knee in the before NFL games when they were doing the national anthem. He would take a knee in order to peacefully protest, or at least just protest police brutality against minorities, right? Specifically, the unarmed, the killings of unarmed black men by police. To say that it isn't a thing is being ignorant. Even if you want to look at the statistics of, it only happens this much, it still fucking happens. So, regardless, he was protesting that, right? That got turned into disrespecting the flag by Donald Trump when he was running for president, and it basically got hijacked by him, and everyone just bought his story instead of understanding what the original intent was. So right now you're seeing a lot of people like burning their Nikes and shit and cutting the logos off their socks and off their Nike apparel. Look, that shit's first of all, I'd say this shit's expensive as hell, right? And you're just destroying it. Like, for sure, go donate that shit or something, right? Like, donate it. Fine. If you don't want to own it and wear it, cool. Donate it to somebody that will. A lot of people need clothes, man. People think we take it for granted because everyone's got clothes, but you think everyone has clothes. We have clothes and all that shit, but a lot of people could be using that, right? So that's one thought of mine. Second of all, you're spending money, or you're burning something you paid a bunch of money for. Nike's not cheap, and a lot of people are like, well, they're only burning stuff they already own, right? But they spent money on it in the first place. And I'm sure some idiots went out and bought some Nike shit and lit it on fire. Why? Because we're idiots. We like social media. Now, I'm gonna put up a video. People are gonna go, yeah, man, I fucking agree with your protest against the protest, bro. Even though you got the protest incorrect. Of course, there's a lot of people supporting it. A lot of people reposted the Nike ad, and there's giving them props and going out and buying Nike gear. I think the number I heard was they got 43. Now Nike now has they basically got $43 million worth of advertising or and other stuff with this whole with the reaction to the Nike ad. It's first of all, and let's just not forget, this is an ad. This is an advertisement to sell you shit, and they're kind of hijacking the entire definition of the thing again. Not definition, but the entire protest again, right? First it was Donald Trump that hijacked it, now it's Nike. Hijacking it to he did it to get votes, and they're doing it for money. Fair enough, I guess. Colin Kaepernick's going along with it, so I guess to him the exposure the exposure's worth it. Obviously, he's getting paid, probably handsomely for his the use of his image. So where I stand on the issue, the way I see it is this, right? It's hold up. There's music playing in my phone. Hold on a second. So this is what happens with iPhones sometimes. They're like, oh, you have earbuds on? I think you probably want to listen to music, right? And you're like, nah, dog, I don't. Hang on 1 second. There we go. All right. Anyway, I started playing some guitar music, and I started flipping out that it was behind me. I was about to turn around. What in the fucking hell? There we go. Anyway, I might have pushed a button on this fucking on these headphones. These Apple iPhone. Jesus fuck. Anyway, so where I stand on this is this, right? I support anyone's right to protest peacefully protest, right? They're not hurting anybody. No one's burning shit, like, businesses down. And again, there were a lot of, like, the Black Lives Matters, not a lot, there was some of the Black Lives Matter protests that turned a little violent, right? A little bit of looting here and there, but this was not hurting anybody, first of all. Like, Colin Kaepernick taking a knee never hurt anybody. Taking a knee is a sign of respect in a lot of places, a lot of cultures, right? Ours included. When someone gets injured, just starting with football, someone gets injured in the field to take a knee, right? In fact, the idea came from an Army veteran, if I remember correctly. An Army veteran said, look, don't sit during the national anthem, take a knee. Because taking a knee is a sign of respect, still, right? So, I think people need to read up on the entire history of this whole thing before they react like idiots, start burning their Nikes and shit. Now, first of all, yeah, I totally get it. If you, I've always said it, voting with the pen or a computer or whatever is it's fine. Voting with your wallet is way more effective, and that's true. It's 100% true. Nobody can say it's not true that's a thing, right? But the reaction to this whole thing is just loony to me, because it's so reactive. We're so reactive in nature that it's just like, he said, what? Instead of reading the whole story, I'm going to react right away. Boycott Nike. It's like, nah, dude. How about don't do that? How about think about what the fuck's going on a little bit? We so badly want to join a goddamn team that we're reactive to what our team says. Well, what do Republicans think? Oh, we don't like it? Oh, yeah, I don't like it either. Cool. All right, yeah. Whatever my team says, I'm in. Same thing with the Democrats. Democrats, like, a lot of lefty people are, jumping on the bandwagon. Everybody forgot this is a corporate ad. Everybody forgot it. And I think my favorite part about this whole thing is I saw the reaction to the ad, and I was like, who's the snowflake now, bitches? Like, all these conservatives be on snowflake this and snowflake that. Who's the snowflake now? Y'all can't handle a little ad. But y'all want to shit on the liberals because, they're snowflakes. Okay, yeah, sure. Look who's a snowflake now, dog. Like, don't be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Don't be a hypocrite now. You know what I mean? Also, I had a funny exchange with somebody yesterday. Or no, the day before. On DMs. On Twitter. And they were very polite and very civil. So I'm not going to throw their business out there or anything. But they accused me of they were like, you're a liberal, you're a lefty. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what? Like, you're a lefty, you're liberal. I'm like, no. Yeah, you're wrong. I don't join gangs, I don't join teams. Give me 1 second here. There's a dude with his high-ass brights on. Okay, so right now I paused the recording because I'm at the post office. Right, in the morning, so if I have packages to send out or any mail to send out, I do it in the morning because I just, usually we don't come up with anything to send out until the afternoon. The mailman already came and picked and dropped off whatever and picked up what we had. And sometimes I have to make an extra stop at the post office, which I don't mind doing because it's near my house. Here's the thing. The post office is in a very nice area. It's not, like, literally around retirement homes and family, retirement apartments and family homes and shit. So it's not a bad spot to be, right? Well, I pull up. So this is a good example right now of I don't know. I don't know what to call it. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section, right? Or in DMs or tweets or whatever. So, I'm actually kind of like annoyed by this, but Anyway, so I pull up in the parking lot right now. As I was talking to you guys, and I think I said something like, hold on, I got this guy's brights, like really fucking bright on me. So I pull up and I get out of the car and I grab the packages I need. And this fucking dude had been in a pickup truck. And I'll say it because I saw him, white dude with fucking, cowboy hat and shit. And gets out, or he didn't get out, he sat there and he's like, he started driving off, and then he stopped when he saw me get out of the car. And then like watched me get my packages. And I'm watching him watching me. Like I can see his eyeballs. Like I can see him looking at me. And I literally just look at him. And he's like watching me. I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, And I basically said, because he has his window down, because it's only like 82 degrees outside right now. I go, hey man, if you're gonna watch me, you can at least come help me, because I have like fucking like 6 packages. Now you can at least help me. And then he just drives off abruptly, right? Is that being vigil? Is that being aware? Or I wonder if it's a tad bit of like racism. And I don't mean racism and like, oh, I hate Mexicans. But it might even be racism. It might even be fear, right? Like, I'm not the least intimidating guy you ever seen. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. People, kind of avoid me, like if they don't know me, right? And that's fine. My appearance is very intimidating. I don't try; it just happens. So, that really, it kind of annoys me, because I'm just like, wow, what the fuck were you staring at, fool? Like, you could have been doing something fucked up at the first of all, I don't know what the fuck you're getting at the post office that's fucked up. But I'm like, what if I was watching your ass get the fuck out of the truck and just slowly drive away as you're pulling out packages and shit, and what if I was suspicious of you? See, he seems suspicious of me, and I'm like, motherfucker, like, it's a weird thing. I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it racism, because the guy, he couldn't for sure know that I'm like, maybe he thinks he knows for sure what I am, but I wonder if it's racism or it's just being suspicious or vigilant. I know it's weird. People throw different adjectives to it, there are different words to it, and it bothers me that we don't have a definition of anything. And maybe we don't need, or we shouldn't have a definition of everything, right? Maybe defining things would fuck things up even more. You know what I'm saying? And going back to this Colin Kaepernick thing, like, I'm okay with him taking a knee. There's been a lot of, military, like, from a bunch of, a lot of veterans that have said, like, yeah, like, I'm cool with it. I think in order to, it's just weird. It's a weird hypocrisy that we do with this whole kneeling for the flag, or for the national anthem. Again, we've already the definition of Kaepernick's protest has already been blurred. Okay, on top of the fact that he's multi-millionaire and a former NFL quarterback, right? And when he was in the NFL, he was a multi-millionaire quarterback. They people won't sympathize with someone that's rich standing up for a cause. Because they imagine that, you don't know any hardship. You don't know this, you don't know that. You don't have a say, you don't have an opinion because you're rich. Which obviously doesn't make sense, because everyone was, would listen to Donald Trump's opinions when he was running for president. He's rich as shit, apparently. Well, according to him, who knows? But, I just don't understand why him having money, why Kaepernick having money takes away his right to have an opinion and to protest something he believes is unjust. That being said, everyone's got the right to have an opinion about his opinion. So, hey, do you, folks. But where I stand on this whole Kaepernick thing is I'm cool with it. I pretty much, like I was saying before, someone accused me of like being like liberal, like a lefty liberal about everything. And I'm like, no, fuck, I'm not, dude. All right? I like Chris Rock's bit about this shit. He goes, it's like, crime, I'm conservative. Prostitution, I'm liberal. I'm different things on different issues. The fuck? Like, on most social issues, I will say I'm a little lefty on a lot of, like, conservative, on finance, on crime, on, stuff like that, I'm conservative. I don't want to go to war. I don't want to spend tax money on stupid shit. I want smaller government. I don't want too much. I don't want so much regulation that we can't even fucking see 6 feet in front, 6 inches in front of our faces. That's all horse shit. As far as social issues, I don't care if you call yourself 1,000 different genders. Not my problem. As long as you're not hurting me, I don't fucking want to deal with you. A lot of people say that's a very libertarian stance on things, and fine, but I'm not joining their team either. Right? It's just stop trying to put me on a fucking team that I don't want to be on or that I'm not on. So it's it's one of those things, man. Like, I don't know. So I mean, social issues, like, yeah, I fucking like look. I've had to deal with cops that are less than friendly, right? And I wasn't even agitating the guy, those cops. And they were like, maybe they had a bad day at work. Maybe they had to deal with some asshole right before they dealt with me. Someone spit on their face. They had, they have shitty time. Something shitty going on at home, whatever. And they bring that bullshit to work. I get it. It's you should leave your bullshit at home, but I get it. Sometimes I'm a little pissed off at work from shit that happened at home. So, I've dealt with cops that were very, like, almost like looking for a reason to do something crazy. And luckily, I didn't give them one, right? But I can't say that for everybody. Like, I've always been smart when dealing with police. Very respectful, very courteous. Let's just keep it safe for both of us. And neither one of us wants to get in some bullshit right now, so let's just let it go. But that's not always the case. To assume that all police are good is bullshit. And you know what I don't like? I don't like that whole, just a few bad apples rooting it for everybody. I don't like that. I don't like that description, because that's what they said about the Catholic priests that were raping kids or molesting kids, raping kids and shit. Okay, that's what they were saying about them. They were like, "Oh, it's a few bad apples. We're really gonna have a few bad apples, hurt the image of the Catholic Church." Like, motherfucker, kids are getting molested. What? Hell yeah, we need to fucking look into this on a wider scale. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever seen that movie Spotlight? In Boston, they found like 90 priests or some shit like that were accused, and some confirmed by multiple sources that were accused, and some had actually done it or admitted to molesting children. So, oh shit, there's like fucking cops everywhere right here. Now I was talking about cops. They're like, oh shit, there's legit 3 cops, like cop cars, and they're like surrounded this truck, but they're staying like 10 feet away from the truck. That's fucking creepy. Anyway, they look fucking scared. Anyway, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Anyway, but and again, right now, right in front of us, as an example of cops, like, doing their job. Good, they're doing their job. It's great. Can't say they all do it. You can't say they're all good. That's impossible to say. It's too many people. All right. Now, does the media highlight all these, all these crimes? Sure. Do they highlight when a white cop kills a black man? Absolutely. They don't highlight when a white cop saves a black baby, right? Like, there's a story of the one lady, the mother was driving around, and they waved down this cop on the side of the road, and she runs out of her car with a toddler that's not even breathing. All right, white police officer comes out, tries to save it. He was doing CPR and stuff like that. Nothing's working. It's not working. They're waiting for an ambulance, and he radios in like, "No, I'm not waiting for the medics. There's a hospital half a mile from here." So he jumps in his cruiser with the baby, hauls ass, saves the baby's life. Right? No one talks about that. And the media won't highlight it. The problem is, just because the media highlights one thing and not the other doesn't mean there's no problem. It's absolutely a problem that there's cops killing unarmed black men in places. That's a problem. That's an issue. Why? Because why is it an issue? Because it's fucking, first of all, killing unarmed black people is not fucking right. But first of all, killing unarmed anybody. Someone came up with the argument like, well, they do it to white people too, and I'm like, that doesn't fucking make it right, dude. Shit. The hell are we talking about? That doesn't make it right. It makes it worse. Because that means they're doing it to every fucking body. Which means we all need to get together on this issue and figure this shit out. Because they're not just killing black folks, they're killing everybody. Right? I mean, why is that an argument? They're killing as many white people. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like a game? Well, Kobe's shooting 40% from 3-point line, but LeBron's shooting 41, so, It's cool. It's cool. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? How we have joined teams so hard that in shit that's affecting all of us, we're getting mad about an issue that's affecting everybody because only one side's willing to stand up to fight for themselves. And we're getting mad about that. We should be encouraging people to protest and fix things. But we're so team oriented these days. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I can't stand anybody that I can't stand that shit at all. I can't stand people that define themselves by their political party and then, their opinions are shaped by their political party. It's horse shit. You have to be a human being. Be a person. Use your brain. Those 6 inches between your ears. Use that. What the hell? You don't have the same opinion about everything? No way. I don't care if gay people get married. Do your thing. Doesn't hurt me. Don't give a fuck. Alright, if it makes you happy and it doesn't hurt me or my family, fine. Do you. Well, my religion. Don't care. Just separation of church and state, motherfuckers. Alright? Deal with it. Right? And then we can go way deeper into this, and we probably should, honestly, but I totally didn't get to talk about most of the shit that I want to talk about, like the whole, whatever. So anyway, tonight, Keyboard Warriors goes down, episode, I think, 113. Myself, Fred Kirby, just back up. I might have a guest on tonight. We're going to be talking about Cowboy Cerrone and Jackson Wink, John Jones and Chael Sonnen going back at it on social media. We'll be talking about UFC 228 going down this weekend. Tyron Woodley defending the belt against Darren Till, and Nico Montano defending against Valentina Shevchenko. What else are we talking about? We'll also be talking about shit. There's a lot of shit to talk about. It's gonna be probably have a long show. So if you want to stick around for it live or catch it afterwards, it's a Keyboard MMA Warriors. Keyboard Warriors MMA. Keyboard MMA Warriors might have been better. Keyboard Warriors MMA .live. Obviously tonight, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then after it goes live, it will be up on keyboardwarriorsmma.com and on the iTunes and SoundCloud and Stitcher and shit like that. So make sure you hit it up. Make sure you let us know about what you think of the show and all that. If you're a salty fan, go fuck yourself. No one gives a fuck what you think. And but the rest of you guys are the shit. And I'll also be talking about the UFC having an intern solely to find people that are using UFC images and videos and shit. If you guys know Alex Graffiti, I already ruined her last name. I apologize. But if you know her, I believe she writes for MMA Today News, right? Once in a while she does. She does interviews and shit. If you know her, you know that the Twitter shut down her Twitter account, her old one, because the UFC flagged some images she tweeted out. Which is horse shit. But we'll be talking about all that shit. So make sure you come hang out tonight, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Keyboard Warriors MMA.live. Shout out to repthewarriors.com. New gear coming out. I already ordered another shirt because I actually saw a cool sleeveless one that I like. But repthewarriors.com. Also spicespros.com. Go on and get yourself some stuff. All right. Spicespros.com is the code word. It's keyboard MMA for 10% off. All right. Catch you motherfuckers later tonight. Peace.